What's going on, everybody? This is Ryan with RLS ASMR, back again with another video. So I did a community poll and I listened to you guys. Okay, I listen. That's what I do. I have my finger on the pulse of my community. Okay, you guys wanted Wendy's, which is good because I wanted Wendy's as well. I got my. Hold on. This is my wife. Also, they have this icicle, like dreamsicle thing. They don't have vanilla right now. I usually get vanilla, and I'm not a big chocolate fan. I mean, I like chocolate. Now that I'm older, I didn't like it as much as a kid. I really do like this, though. This tastes really good, so this is gonna be kind of like a dessert thing. Also, there's a quick announcement. I will be doing. Hold on. Quick announcement. I will be doing an ASMR live stream here again soon. A lot of you guys showed up the last time. I'd love to catch you all again. I'll post about it, 2 days before I actually try and do it. I'm gonna work some things. I'm gonna try and put it at a time zone or a time frame that I think a lot of people could show up. But also, I mentioned in my last video, and I was also, I was in Simple's live stream that he recently just did. I think it was yesterday, where basically he was just doing a quick one before work, and I was kind of asking him in his chat, like, hey, when would you want to show up and stuff, and so, or when would you have, not when we show up, sorry, when do you have enough, like, the time, and I'm going to try and match his time and make sure it's within a time where I feel like a lot of you guys could show up as well, because I think that'd be really cool. I want to do regular live streams as well, but I gotta pick, like, a consistent time, because Simple, and if you guys watch him, I think most of you guys watch his content. Simple 5005, check him out. He's been really awesome. I've been watching him for a while. I was watching him before I actually did my own ASMR thing, but he just does like life updates, rambles. He'll do Wikipedia reading. He'll do role plays, that kind of stuff. So I suggest you guys check him out as well if you guys want to already watch him. But I think Spencer Timothy is one of my viewers. And his viewers, but he was like, he was saying me and Simple should do like a collab. That'd be nice. You can hit me up, Simple, if you're watching. You can let me know if you want to do that. I'm down, but I also don't know what we would collab over. But gotta get my double, my Dave's double, And then, so, oh boy, this is a good burger. you're watching the movie Scream. Now, last night I was really tired. I persevered to watch the whole movie Scream, but they watched the Jack Reacher movie with Tom Cruise in it. And then the first episode of the Jack Reacher show with, I don't know the guy's name. You know, tall, 6'4", Giga looking guy. But I fell asleep. After Scream, I completely fell asleep. I was like, we finished it at like 1:30 or something like that. I was in and out of sleep for like 3 hours. I'd wake up, I'd catch a scene, and then fall right back asleep. I was really tired. But it was really cool. So, I'm going to use that. This wasn't the point of bringing this up, but I will use that to segue. If you guys want to watch movies in my Discord, give it a join. I think we can do. I want to start doing a movie night. I think that'd be really cool. If you guys are into that. But I think that'd be pretty cool. Although I don't know if I have enough members for people to want to participate. But we'll see. Sorry if you heard that. What time? 7:18. Okay. That was my my dryer going off. Blue Yeti hears everything, so that's probably gonna have to be edited out. So, last time I talked about Suits. Now I think it's in. Now I think I should talk about anime. And you're like, Ryan, you talk about every anime and every time. And I'm like, wow. For what it's worth, I try not to. I try not to spur God about it in every video, but it's just what I'm into. I'm gonna try putting a book underneath this to lift it up a bit. Hold on. That way, I don't have to lean as deep. But yeah, so these are some animes that I've been watching. So if you've heard me talk about these before, then I don't know. Hopefully, you are still gonna enjoy it and fall asleep. But so the first one I'll talk about. This is called Kaiju number 8. Let's talk about that. If you've heard me talk about Kaiju number 8 before, it's an anime where it's this world that's essentially like attacked by Kaiju. And it's kind of, you can maybe think like an Attack on Titan, but they're not like living at the brink of civilization. You know, they're on the brink of like extinction. They're not like that. It's not like that. But in the sense that there's like a specialized team that destroys the kaiju. The kaiju randomly pop up, and then the team goes to dispose of them. But that's like modern day Japan. It's not like it's not like an anime where it's like 2000. You know, they're on horses and that kind of thing. No, it's modern day Japan. There's this guy, and he wanted to be a part of the Kaiju Defense Force. But for whatever reason, he gave up on that dream. He's since revisited wanted to become that again, like he wanted to become a part, like just an officer on the force. And you find out it's because the captain is his childhood friend that he said that he would go into the force with, but he ended up not doing that. Again, for reasons we don't know yet. Well, I could tell you, but doesn't matter. He failed the test. I think he always fails like the test, basically. He'd always do well in the physical test and fail in the aptitude test. But one day, it's an anime, right? So it's about to get a little weird. He swallows a kaiju. And then because he swallowed a kaiju, he becomes a kaiju. And he's kaiju number 8. He's the 8th kaiju that they know about. He's the strongest. Not only that, you find out in later episodes, he's essentially the strongest kaiju that they ever know. There's some kind of reading and scale. They use this scale that's kind of like, when they measure earthquakes. Because they're like, oh, this is like an 8.2 on this scale. There's like on the intensity or danger scale or whatever. And he's like a 9.8, which is the highest recorded reading they've ever gotten for a kaiju. But no one knows it's him, except for one guy. And that's the guy that, is supposed to be his companion. That convinced him to take the test again. So because of that, he's kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of on the, I forget details, I'm sorry. So, when they're doing the aptitude test, which is just how good are you at killing kaiju, shooting kaiju, you have to wear these suits that are made from, the remains of kaiju. And the more power you bring out of the suit, the faster you are, the stronger you are. And it's meant so that you can keep up with kaiju. Because they're other beings, they're giant beings, right? So they're going to be faster, stronger, that kind of thing. So they wear suits to keep them, to allow them to be able to survive fighting them. Because they all have special abilities and stuff. Well, the main character puts the suit on, and he doesn't even get 1%. Everyone gets 8%, 12%. The prodigy or whatever, this girl, she gets 44%. And he gets 0% until the test comes. And then he gets 0.01%. And that's because he draws the power out by persevering. It's a really good anime. It's basically this guy who gave up on his dreams, and now he's in his 30s, so everything's harder for him to do, and he's not keeping up with the young people. This young person convinces him to try and do his dreams again, to try and pursue them. And he's struggling, and he's trying his best. But in human form, he's weak and pathetic, right? Well, his job before this, I forgot to mention, was that he would clean up the kaiju. So after the defense force kills a kaiju, then there's people who come in, clean them up, dispose of them, and discard their remains. And he's part of the team that does that. So he has a fundamental understanding of he just can't do all the physical stuff that everyone needs you to be an that you would need to be an officer. Except for the fact that he's the strongest recorded kaiju ever. But he can't show anybody that. Because presumably, he would be studied. Like a lab rat. A human that can turn into a kaiju. And one of the main, the girl who got like the 44% on her suit because she's supposed to be like this prodigy of like killing kaiju and she's supposed to be so good. She's, and also like her dad is the director of the Defense Force. So she's like made for greatness, right? But in her shining moment, she's been dogging him out this entire episode. Like, I'm just getting you caught up basically on just the overall stuff, right? She was dogging him out, being like, oh yeah, I'm better than you. Like, I'm so great and so this. But then when it finally came down to it, there was a kaiju that they weren't expecting to be in the training facility. And then when that kaiju showed up, she got like completely wrecked. She got beaten up, in anime fashion, right? And who saved her? That's right, our main character. The dude that she's been saying that she's been better than the entire time. So it's a really funny, absurd anime with a lot of heart to it. Because the themes are really like trying to tug at your heartstrings. He wants to prove himself to his childhood friend, who's the captain of the Defense Force, so she's the top dog. He's trying to prove himself to her. He's trying to prove himself to himself, because he wants to do the thing that he was always wanted to do since he was a kid. And he also has to prove himself against everyone else, who's basically like, you're an old man, why are you even here? This is a young man's game. There's so many story elements to Kaiju number 8 that is actually, like, I love it. I'm loving it so far. It's really good. And so if anyone wants to I did spoil a fair bit of it, but if you do want to catch it out or watch it, there's a lot of details I didn't mention that will really make you like the anime. And for those of you who don't watch anime, I hope you're enjoying my rambling anyway. A commenter once said that she had to put me on 0.75 because I speak too fast. And I hope that you guys are like, because when I speak, at least when I do these videos, I don't like doing the soft spoken, not soft spoken, but the slow speaking. I love when people do that. I find it so hard for me to do it. I'm a yapper, bro. I like to get my thoughts off a lot. I like to talk a lot and I like to talk fast. So that's the only thing. That's why I don't do that. That might have been loud. I'll have to check back on that. But if you also, I am down for anime recommendations in the comments, but I will do that, right? The thing is, with anime recommendations, I don't like 3D anime. I don't like CGI type anime. Like Baki. The Bakiyanma animes, the ones that are like really 3D, I don't like those. Like that style. I'm not really into I'm just not into like 3D animation in that sense, like the animes that are 3D animation. Because they look like animatronic, like animation stuff. But we'll talk about one more anime before I go, and that's Dragon Raja, the Blazing Dawn, which I also found out recently. It's a video game. I didn't know that. But basically, that's like the best way I can put Dragon Raja is that it's essentially like it's Harry Potter the anime. The entire plot is that there's this guy. You don't really know much about his past, but he's supposed to be this chosen one. He's supposed to be this like, he's supposed to be really good, like this god king emperor, like this high level guy, right? He's supposed to be really good, but he's a bit of a doofus. And he gets a lot of help from those around him. And he ends up going to this school that is meant for like hunting dragons, essentially. But it's this special school with everyone has their own special power and their own signature spell that they can use to fight dragons and to kill them. That's the whole point of the school, but it's like Harry Potter in the sense that it's a special school for special kids, and then with one designed purpose, you know what I mean? Like, basically, the whole thing about Hogwarts is like, well, at least from the movies, and if I get this wrong, please you Hogwartsians, you Harry Potter fans, Potterheads, I think they're called, please don't come for me. But the whole point of like the Harry Potter school is to like educate students on like the dark arts and to make sure that like you survive in the wizarding world, because the wizarding world was getting really rough according to like Voldemort. They were like basically training all of those students to be able to fight Voldemort. That's essentially like, if I understand the whole series, like that's not like the design purpose, but that's like kind of like a supplement. They'd say in one of the movies, it's like, oh, the point of Hogwarts is to help you defend yourself. Teach you how to defend yourself against like all of the wizarding crap. Because the wizarding world's dangerous. And I always took that to mean like Voldemort. I could be wrong though. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Or expand upon my or what I'm saying or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, Dragon Raja is all about like, oh, we're gonna kill the dragons and we have to figure out how to stop them. We're like defending the world from them, but type of thing. And then there's this guy, this main character, and you're basically just kind of following him, and I don't really know much about what the lore is, but basically they're letting these dragons go right now in the story. I'm skipping a lot of details in case you guys want to go watch it. But right now, they're trying to figure out exactly like they're trying to figure out. Not that they're trying to figure out, but they're letting like dragons go in order to like attack. Because there's like a dragon, and there's a dragon emperor. As you can tell, I don't really know the whole story, but there's a dragon. There's dragon emperors. And when they let the dragon emperors go, they're trying to like, I can't remember the actual context, but they're trying to kill the dragons, okay? These dragons, basically, they reincarnate. I guess they go into human form, and then they like reinvigorate and reincarnate themselves. But they create themselves into these little urns. They put themselves into urns, and then the urns, when they're broken back open, then they reincarnate. So dragons, they don't necessarily die. You have to kill them before they can put themselves back into an urn. Because when they get like put into the urn, that's like them going into a deep sleep. When they go into the deep sleep, that's like they'll be in there for however many like centuries until someone opens it, and then they get reincarnated, or get awoken or whatever. So they let this one particular dragon go because they wanted to awaken the other dragon that they presumed to be a dragon. and then they're gonna kill him because they're trying to kill all of these like first race dragons. They call them like the Four Kings or something like that. I can't remember, dude, but there's always like a pair. Whenever there's one dragon, there's always another because they come in pairs. Something like that. So, yeah, guys, so thank you. That was just me rambling on, but thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble about my animes and watching me eat some Wendy's. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. You're having a great weekend. Like, join my Discord if you guys want. I will be posting in there whenever I go live, and also be making a channel, a community post about whenever I go live, so make sure to check into those two things. But I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great day. Bye.